Hello, Cancer. This is a reading for all Cancer placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. It's a little messy, but always real. I did a little short reading over on TikTok, and so this is kind of an extended version of that. In the description box below, you'll see links to all my other social media. If you'd like to get in touch with me for a reading, please do so. I'm willing to schedule you at the appropriate date and time after I accept payment. I am in the Central Time Zone, so of course it needs to be in that, and also I only accept US dollar currency at this time. So you started off with your lesson for April 2023, Cancer, as success. I know that there is no greater goal than love. And let's be honest, Cancer, like you are the mother of all mothers. You of all people know what unconditional love is, and you live in that space. And sometimes I feel like you don't live in it so much for yourself as you do for other people, and that's where things head wrong for you. We also got support today from Green Tara, who is compassion and empathy. This is basically the female version goddess of Buddha, okay? You can see super color. She's very creative. She's all about passion. And ideally, she really is shadowing you and supporting you in your ability to love people. I think she's also trying to help you weed out the codependency that you have. Let's be honest, we all have it sometimes, and depending on where we are in our own journey, sometimes it's heavier than others. I feel like her wisdom hanging on with you during this month of April is really her way, and you can even see like her hand signal there is all about like being at one with yourself first, and being in alignment with your higher self, and then not having that codependent like, well, it's fine, I'll just give up my own needs for you. I love that she is supporting you right now. We also have direction, which basically says everything is stacking up. This is that whole lucky girl syndrome thing, which is also known as the secret, which is also known as manifesting. It's just new manifest and law of attraction with better PR for young feminine culture. Okay. So this basically there's signs all around you that is showing you like you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Do not look for a sign of your sign, okay? We came in with the Seven of Wands kind of holding your ground. I feel like sometimes you waver because of the whole codependency thing. No, your passion matters too. We have Leo energy, strength. This means you've come out of all of these obstacles, and look at you just heading in and being so strong in your game. And this is really about you learning from your mistakes and the obstacles that you have gotten over to move forward in whatever it is that your heart desires, whatever it is in terms of your business, your friendships, your relationships, your romantic relationships, all of that. Like, you deserve to partner with someone who is just as supportive as you. We also have the Princess of Cups, which could mean there could be somebody coming in, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this is you just being like, unmoved by the surroundings, and you're just kind of going with the flow, which is really what you're supposed to be doing, Cancer. So let's go ahead and pull. All right, bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. So this is the time clock. You can see everything is stuck with these two together. It's all stuck together. Once you pull one of these apart, then the floodgates open. I feel like there was some stagnancy here, so you get some heartbreak, some angst, some stress. And it might be because of your stopping and forcing yourself to stop and pause rather than try to work in action all the time. She is action, but sometimes the action needs to be more feminine action. So creativity, slow movement, easing into the day versus the high masculine action of getting up, moving, getting to work, completing tasks, those sorts of things. So you're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles, which is really wish fulfillment and stability. You're almost there. You just got to get you're almost to the right track. You've watered your seeds that you've planted. Things have grown, and now it's almost to that 10. What's coming across as the problem is work-life balance. I do feel like sometimes you get so used to receiving from the work aspect that you forget the balance of the receiving that you get when you're not working, okay? The support is the Knight of Pentacles. You are going to get an offer at some point. Maybe you're going to get a job offer, or maybe even a career offer. This might also be a Taurus, Cancer, or a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo coming at you to offer you something, maybe love. It might even be, I feel like this is more the action taker, so I feel like this might be more of a Virgo than a Capricorn or Taurus. Yeah, I'm feeling Virgo vibes here. In the past, we have the Nine of Wands. So you were standing your ground before on this. I feel like this is something you've met before, like we had the Seven of Wands earlier. These are all of your accomplishments. And I think you should have, that proud moment of like, okay, I have gotten this far. I did not come this far to come this far, to only come this far, right? Did not come this far to only come this far. Remember that for yourself. In the subconscious, we have the Six of Swords. So this is a victory. Like, I feel like you are winning. Like, you feel like you're winning, and it's important for you to feel like you're winning. I feel like all of your messages are being transported all over the place, whether it's to your higher self is speaking to you, the way you speak to your children, the way you speak to your loved ones, the way you put out stuff on your social media. Like, you've really kind of coming into alignment with who you're supposed to be and who you are. And I love that you're kind of, just going through the motions. I almost feel like this feeling of like, rowing your boat, down a canoe down down the way. Okay, remember what I said, everything is adding up for you. You are going to get a message, okay? This is the Ace of Swords. You are going to get a message that's going to be clear and present in terms of like what you're supposed to do next, where you're supposed to go next. It's going to be very clear. It's going to be very precise. You're literally going to wake up to it, and it's going to be like, oh, okay, this is what I've been waiting for this whole time. The Five of Swords. Advice from Spirit is basically, again, just keep standing your ground and wait. Sometimes you have to wait. You have all these wishes, and sometimes you have to wait for Spirit to kind of get everything in order. People are going to say stupid stuff to you all the time that doesn't, support you, that doesn't nourish what you're doing. Just stand your ground on it, and you have to have the belief. In the areas going around you, I do feel like you're missing out on some of the gifts of just pausing and stopping. I know this person, this is the Four Cups, and I know she's in like lotus position, and she's got these three beautiful cups right in front of her. Gifts sometimes come in a brown paper bag, okay? I love that. One of my favorite tarot readers always says that about this cup. Sometimes the gifts are right in front of you that you're not practicing being grateful for, okay? And be open to, what else could be. Like, sometimes the end of your problem isn't what you think it should be. Sometimes it's completely different, okay? So be open. And what's going on, what your hopes and fears is starting over. Cancer, you have all the tools to start over and literally create a whole new way of being. You have, air energy, you have swords, you have cups, you have pentacles, you have wands. Like, you have all the passion, the stability, the intellect, and the feeling to make things happen. And sometimes that's really exciting, but it's also very scary that you might be considering, like you might be having an awakening right now, which if you are an empath, and chances are you are because you've been drawn to my channel, you may be having like a full awakening to where, you're not really knowing what to do with yourself, and you're like, now what am I supposed to do? Just know, like, this is part of your process. It's okay to be scared of that awakening. It's okay to be so knowledgeable of things that you never thought you were knowledgeable about, okay? A lot of us here who are light workers are just here to hold lanterns and to anchor in love, okay? That's what we're supposed to do. So sometimes it's people like me that want to get out on the web and just talk and make sure that I spread my message as much as I can. Sometimes for people like you, maybe you're a little more introverted. Maybe you're just holding the lantern for a small circle of people. It's okay. It's important. It's valid. It's what you're supposed to do. All right, my favorite Cancers? The end is the Ace of Pentacles. So you're going to receive a gift for what you're doing, okay? You will get a gift. Aces are all about gifts from spirit, gifts from source, gifts from your higher self. So you keep doing what you're doing, even though it's unbelievable, even though you can't hardly believe that someone maybe is falling in love with you. You can't hardly believe that someone is bringing themselves to you to offer something to you, and you give nothing in return. You give nothing in return. They're just there to support. I know that's hard for you to believe, but that's the way it is sometimes, and it's really beautiful. I hope you enjoy this message for April 2023 Cancer, and I look forward to chatting with you in a couple of weeks. Toodaloo.